Hi everyone, welcome back to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about the HUAWEI GT3. I want to take you through the functionalities, the features. I want to take you through the screens, the apps and widgets available on this watch. And we're going to start from the home screen. We'll go through the shortcut menus, through the messages and notifications, through the shortcut screens, and then onto the apps and widgets in the main menu. If you are new to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. So this is a 46mm watch in front of us today. It has the same functionality as the HUAWEI GT3 42mm. It's just that the battery life is slightly longer on the bigger watch. So let's get started. Let's swipe down from the home screen. As you swipe down, you basically enter your shortcut screen where you can see your settings. You can drain your watch after using it in the pool or in the shower. You can use Find Your Phone, Do Not Disturb mode. You can set up your alarms and you can have your screen on or off. By swiping your finger up from the bottom of the screen, you can go back to home, because once again, this is a shortcut menu and is very similar to the setup you see on your smartphone, be it iOS or Android, as when you swipe from the top of your screen to the bottom. Once you swipe up, you will see a list of your messages. You can tap into the messages specifically to read what they have to say. Once you read a message, it will pop off your list. If you want to get out of the messaging and notification menu, you swipe down and you'll be back to home screen. So now let's go back to home and get into the shortcut widgets that we can swipe to. And you can swipe by either going left or right. If you swipe right from the home screen, you get to one shortcut screen. For me, I've set it up with my weather for the day, so it's got the daily weather, plus it shows me what music I've got loaded onto the watch. So currently there is one song, but you have 4 GB of allocated storage on your HUAWEI GT3 that you can use for any media files, and you can connect your earbuds while on the run to the actual watch. Now let's go back to home and swipe left to go around the merry-go-round of apps and widgets. My first app is my heart rate app, where you can see a plot of your heart rate. Then I've got my SpO2, your daily stats, your weather. Now the weather, you can click into answer any of these widgets, and in the weather we can see more details, so the forecast for the week ahead. My last app after the weather app is the sleep app. So this app here will show me how much I've slept over the previous night, and it will also give me a breakdown of my sleep score for that particular night. Now that we're done looking at the widgets from the merry-go-round from the home screen, let's take a look at how else we can use the home screen. Well, we can actually change our faces by tapping and holding off the home screen. And here you will have a list of all the faces that you've downloaded to your watch from the HUAWEI Health app. I've got around 10 in here. Let's choose one we like and let's just set it up. You will notice the gear button below the face. That will give you the options to modularize your face. Now we're done with the home screen. Let's take a note of the 2 buttons on the right hand side of the watch face. So we've got the rotatable crown up top, and we've just got up, and we have a pressable button at the bottom. When we tap on the rotatable crown, we are taken to the main menu of apps. You can use the rotatable crown to scroll through the list, up and down, anyway there, or you can use your finger on the touch activated display. So let's start off with the workout app. So here we've got quite a bit of functionality. We can choose a particular sport we want to get into. We also have a setting gear that we can click into. This provides us the opportunity to set goals and reminders on our exercises. By goals, we mean setting goals such as running a particular distance, walking a particular time, or burning the specific amount of calories we have set up for a particular session. Also, we can set up the volume of the broadcast. So let's say you're out running and you've set your reminders to tell you that you've run every 1 kilometer. And you can set up the volume of the broadcast. So the watch will tell you that you have run 1 kilometer or 1 mile in your voice. And obviously, if you're running outside, it's windy, you might want to turn up that volume. You've got 100 sport modes on the watch. You've got 16 shortcuts shown as default on your watch, but you can add more. You've got 13 running courses on the watch set up, but you can also upload your customized training plans. You've got the triathlon mode in here, which includes running, cycling, and swimming. Quite a useful function, and you can tap through the 3 sports by clicking or tapping on the rotatable crown. You will be able to go back to your previous sports or your sports and exercise history. You will be able to do that. You can, once you tap into these, you will see what you've actually done. You will see some heart rate charts, potentially some cadence charts, speed charts, all depending on the sports that you've actually done. Let's go to the next app, and we've got the temperature gauge. So this app here gives you your skin temperature. So let's say it's chilly outside, your on-skin temperature would not be your expected 36 degrees. It would be a skewed average between your skin temperature as well as the surroundings. We've also got the Healthy Living app, and this is an aggregation of certain factors such as your sleep, your stress, and your exercise. You've also got your breathing app. So this app is where you can go to either to relax or to actually use the breathing exercises to improve on your respiratory health. You can set up the time you want to do the breathing exercises as well as the speed. There is a nice infographic here to show you when to inhale and exhale while you're doing the exercises. As you can see, there's a dialer as well as contacts. So you can set up to 4 favorite contacts on the watch. And this means that you'll be able to dial these 4 contacts from your watch, but of course using the Bluetooth connection via your smartphone. As we just saw with music, this is what we expect. We only have 1 song that is downloaded to the watch, but we do have 4 GB of allocated storage. About 1.5 to 1.6 of these gigabytes is actually used up by system files, but you're still left with over 2 GB for media. That's podcasts, music, or whatever else. You've got an inbuilt barometer as well as altimeter in the watch. Now you might have to configure this and actually calibrate it, but either way it is useful information, particularly if you're a hiker, if you do go on the long walks in the countryside or up in the mountains. We've got the torch function, which basically lights up your screen with light bright white. Now an important widget is your home, face, as well as your menu options. So once you go into here, you can set up your always on display and the way your menu looks. And you either get the Apple look, which is basically a list of your apps being thrown about your screen, and you can use the rotatable crown to zoom in on them and move through the list, or you can use the more standard and the look that we're used to, and that is the list look. I prefer the list look. I think it just makes things so much easier to find when you don't have much time and you simply have to be as efficient as possible and find the app that you actually need.